Are stimulus checks coming in October, November, and December? That's what we're going to discuss in this video. Let's get right into it. Welcome everyone, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video as it's totally free, and I'm back each and every day to bring you all of the latest updates as well as answer your questions and ultimately make sure that you're getting all of the money that you're eligible to receive as a result of these stimulus packages, stimulus provisions, and anything else going on out there regarding permanent raises to benefits like Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, and anything else that we can get our hands on during this time. So thank you again for your support. Subscribe down below and feel free to share this video or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media. All right, thank you so much. Let's get into it and discuss, will stimulus checks be arriving in October, November, and or December? This happens to be a very common question that I continue to receive down in the comments section literally every single day. Many of you are reaching out to me saying, hey, we need stimulus checks. Are they going to be arriving in October? Or will we get stimulus checks in November? Or I also have seen a couple times, we need some money right now. We really need monthly recurring payments. We need a fourth stimulus check. We just need stimulus checks. Will it finally be arriving sometime in December before the holidays so we can finally get some gifts this year? So good thinking. These are some good questions. I want to lay it all out for you right here in this video. So let's talk about this a little bit further. Here is what we do know. We do know that there are still proposals and still support out there by a lot of people for additional stimulus checks. One idea is that there is a $2,000 stimulus check, and another one is for a $1,400 stimulus check. So we do know that there still is a lot of support out there for these stimulus payments to millions upon millions of Americans. But here is the little bit of a dilemma. It all comes down to the stimulus packages, right? I know, right? It's all coming down to the stimulus packages. Now, it's not a funny issue, but the fact is they continue to delay these things, and this is kind of the wild card because we don't know where we stand with these things as far as when they may actually come together for final votes on these packages. So that's kind of the wild card at this point. However, we would anticipate that if there will be stimulus checks in October, November, and or December, that they would need to be added into these stimulus packages and need to be approved again, right? So as of right now, we don't even really know what's as far as these packages, if they're going to be passed / how much support they have, if they have all the votes that they need to pass through the House and the Senate. We know that if they get to the president's desk, he'll likely sign it, because here's the thing. The House and the Senate are completely controlled by Democrats, so if they approve it through the chambers, we know that the president will likely almost 100% probably sign it, right? Unless there's something really, really weird in there, which I highly doubt that's going to be the case. But once it gets to the president's desk, he'll likely sign it. But the wild cards being, we need a fourth stimulus check to be permanently, officially, I should say, officially added into the stimulus package, and then ultimately we need to get enough support, as in through votes in the House and the Senate, to get it passed through both of the chambers and onto the president's desk for that signature. Now, when this actually happens, when he can finally get this done, as far as Congress, right? So when finally Congress can get this done, that'll kind of predicate when the timeline will be as far as distribution of payments, provided they are actually in the stimulus package. So as you can see, we have a lot of moving parts here, right? That's why I continue coming back to bring you all the latest updates, because literally things are changing every single day, what seems to be almost on an hourly basis. I mean, literally every single day, it's like I come back to you a couple times a day and it's like, hey, here's what happened in the last 3 hours since I saw you last, right? So if you've been watching for a while now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every day it's like update after update after update. So that's kind of what it all boils down to, is there's a lot of moving parts right now. It all comes down to Congress. If they're going to add it into the package, remember we heard from the press secretary, back in May or something like that? She basically said that stimulus checks are not free, but it would be up to Congress to add them in, and the president pretty much would support just about anything right now. So if Congress approves it, you better believe the president will approve it as well, right? So that's kind of how this whole thing goes right now. So it's basically into the hands of Congress right now, which is why we continue to reach out to them as we have been, and why we endorse this movement by the Senior Citizens League for this $1,400 stimulus check, because the more people that we have backing up these movements, the more people that we have pressing on Congress, the more people that we have bringing to the attention of people in Congress, especially the powerful, influential ones like Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, these people, the more people that we have reminding them that additional stimulus checks are needed, the higher the likelihood and the greater the likelihood that it actually does happen, right? And it's actually added into the package. And like we've seen with so many reports now, not everybody needs a stimulus check, right? It's just the lower income individuals. So realistically, at the end of the day, it wouldn't cost all that much, maybe a couple $100 billion at most, to get stimulus checks out to the people who really need them during this time. So it all comes down to when they're actually added into the stimulus package and if/when the stimulus package actually gets passed, right? So when the stimulus package gets passed, if stimulus checks are added in there, that's what's going to determine when they actually get distributed, because it's usually about 10 days to 14 days after the stimulus package is signed into law. That's typically when the first waves of payments actually go out the door. So the only reason I know that is because based on history of the last 3 stimulus checks, that's usually about what it takes, is about 10 days to 14 days for the first payments to roll out the door. It all comes down to when are they going to get it passed, right? So that's the main question that we have as of right now. So anyway, for those of you who have been asking, I hope this answers your question. If/when a fourth stimulus check and or additional stimulus checks will be arriving, will it be October? Will it be November, or will it be December, or what is the deal, right? So it's a good question, but we don't really have all the pieces for the puzzle yet. It's like we have a puzzle on the table. We have the border put together, and we have a little bit of the outside put together, but essentially we're missing like the big main picture right in the middle. It's pretty much the same thing right now, right? So we have a portion of the puzzle, but we don't have all the pieces, so we can't see the full picture quite yet. We don't know what the picture looks like because we can't see quite that much of it yet, right? So it's kind of the same thing. It's pretty much what we're dealing with right now. So as we get further pieces of the puzzle, which pretty much we're getting another piece or two pretty much every day, right? We're getting a little bit of the pieces of the puzzle each and every day, and we keep putting them into place, but still it's kind of hard to imagine what the whole picture is going to look like until we get all those pieces, right? So hope this lays it out. I hope this gives you a better picture of what's actually going on out there. But don't worry, I'll be here for you every single day to lay it all out. I'll give you all those updates and help out in any way that I can. So thanks again for your support. I truly appreciate it. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Share this one or any others here on the channel with your friends, family, and social media. And I promise you, I'll be here for you every single day, as I'm very much committed and dedicated to this community and to help out in any way I can. So thank you so much. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later in the next video. And remember, this channel is, and I am, your one-stop shop for everything you need to know going on right now with stimulus, permanent raises to benefits, and anything else out there related to money and how we can get you all of that you are eligible to receive. So thank you. I appreciate it. Enjoy, and I'll catch you again later.